Oh my goodness, we've been muted this whole time.
No way. Oh crap, man. No! The infamous illusionist into River Scout into illusionist line. No.
Yeah, I'm typing in chat.
Yeah.
Because they're seeing it live and they replied and told me we were muted. But my sincere apologies. Yeah.
Oh my god, he still misses the Onega ping on to the River Scouts here. But don't you want to commit your Golden Acre to really bleed you want to bleed every Master of Puppet here, right? You don't want to. What is the plan from Jaime? He's so far behind here.
Yeah. What do you think KAMS put on top with Fisher King?
We can't know.
Well, he wants to play Palmerin from
I think
Decree.
it's either Vigo or Siri. Or for Siri, I think. It's either one of them. Do you think he put like one of them to be able to play them 100% with Palmerin?
Yeah. I think he put False Siri on top since he has
Guillaume and the Sangril.
exactly.
Yeah.
And he has the mop in hand and
Guillaume
filter on board. He doesn't need Vigo. Vigo is for round 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just trying to get Jaime's Golden Necker out. But he can also 2-0 since he has this 6-point turn engine.
Wow.
At this point, he can get other stuff, but I think he'll still keep getting scouts. Yeah. Imagine if KAMS had a sergeant too, or like slave drivers. Because you can slave driver a scout, and then that scout can copy another illusionist, and then you end up with like 12 points a turn.
If you can generate 2 scouts per turn, yeah, but you will very quickly come to clogging your board, right? Because you're creating effectively actually 4 units per turn, so
yeah.
In basically 5 turns you do not have any row space.
Yeah. So we see KAMS actually. Sorry. Wait.
Jaime just passed here.
Okay.
After the Sangreal.
For some reason, this whole time I thought KAMS was the one bleeding, but it was the other way around. Okay, so he did put False Siri on top just to make sure he draws it. But it, he didn't end up having to use Palmer into False Siri. So, and he also didn't play Siri Nova, so didn't take advantage of the carryover. So I'm checking on the chat who's got the weird zoomies. I don't know if he's playing or if he's feeling ill.
Wow. And we just see that Jaime has the semi-perfect Golden Necker here. If he manages to get at least one soldier living on board before playing it.
Yeah.
But Matahiri might bring Flotsam into the hand instead of Ildiko, so you might want to hold her to after playing the Golden Necker. And then again, Illusionist into River Scouts. Ow!
He just really likes the combo, I guess.
And then 4 Siri will come out with the boo. Can't we... Can Jaime do something about this? No, right? The wagon can only banish the bronze unit, so... He cannot like... Oh, wait! He can with the Lyrian Arbalest! He can damage his own stuff! But I think with the Burt left in hand from KAMS and the leader ability, he won't be able to stop the Siri flip, I think.
Yeah. There's I don't think there's anything Jaime can do about the Siri.
No.
He's just gonna have to maximize points. He doesn't have. I think you want to play a Royal Guard, but like it just gets. I guess it doesn't get yoinked because there's no Pitri's filter left. So I wonder what we're gonna see with Decree. Yeah, he opens with Royal Guard because when he plays Golden Necker, oh, never mind. He's pinging the Seer with Arbalest, which is okay, I guess.
Yeah, it forces out the build into Siri, I think. And this is not a loss of point, actually, because it's as if he would have pinged Siri in KAMS' side of the board, so...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's alright, I think. But we'd rather hold on the charges, maybe to kill the River Scouts quick enough before they duplicate over and over, but... Okay, one player just got disconnected. We don't know who.
Let me check this. Is there? I don't know that there's a clear winner in this game in the current state either. But
Well, I think KAMS was really favored because Jaime couldn't answer the last Master of Puppets on the Royal Guard, right?
yeah.
The switch would have been too much tremendous.
But
yeah, okay.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. So
a bit of a dicey game one with the the muted sound and the disconnect. Just bundle my failure in with that. So it looks like it was Jaime who disconnected.
Okay.
But I think I don't know, Lemon, if you're listening. I believe the rules are a player can take the win. Let me double check. Like I guess the other day I think Lemon like asked Taka if you want to take a win or not. Disconnect. In the following cases, the player will receive technical loss for disconnection from the very start of the game. The opponent can either take the win for the game in these conditions or offer to replay the game. Recommend players apply the rules of fair play.
I think the only way a
That is
discussion
correct,
doesn't...
Mosh. Then, yeah, so it looks like KAMS is taking the win for the disconnect. Just checking if Jaime's internet connection is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like KAMS had a really good situation, and it makes sense.
And I think the only scenario where a disconnection doesn't result in a win for one player is like you disconnect before you even draw the cards. It's possible. When like the game doesn't process things and it disconnects player, and then you have to replay because effectively you do not know what is your starting situation. So
yeah. So let's
or even
let's talk about game 2. So KAMS got Toussaint through, and now he has blue coin in game 2. What do you think he will play here?
well, he has both. He has two decks really good in the blue coin situation. He can totally try to abuse the Serenity Tempo Pass, or try to build the rivers setup just like Jaime tried to do this game. But the fact is, Jaime has the red coin and the possibility to play Scoia'tael. I don't know what decks from KAMS lineup is more favored against the Precision Strike. I think it's the Northern Realms, since Jaime doesn't have movement, but has the tempo to compete with Serenity.
Yes.
But
right. So your KAMS and you want to get your Syndicate deck through. Your NR deck, you're probably feeling better about given what's left, right?
yeah,
Because you'll have another blue coin for the NR if that's what you want. Like if that's what it comes down to. So Jaime's Precision Strike can deal with NR, I think. NR Mirror, I think blue coin is favored. And then if Jaime goes Syndicate on red, I still think NR does okay. You can really bully Syndicates by doing a heavy bleed round 2, and like you can just kill the spenders as they come out if you have first say. So I think KAMS will go NR, and then I think Jaime will have to go Precision Strike to win it. But we'll see if my lucky prediction streak is gonna continue.
but if that's the case, I really fear the Syndicate mirror from the game 3. Like, how do you process the Serenity mirror here? Like,
honestly, it usually comes down to like usually in a Vice mirror, first say wins.
Yeah.
Sorry, people are still telling me that I'm muted. First say wins because you can set up first and then kill everything the opponent plays. But that used to be like back when everybody had brawlers. I still think it's advantages to first say because you play your defender and you boost your tokens first. Then opponent plays defender, you can play Ixora and like spend, right? Or just you get to put your spender and your Vice cards out sooner than your opponent, unless there's like some sort of asymmetry between the decks. So usually in the Syndicate mirror, blue coin is better because they can win round 1. But if you have bad draws round 1, everything changes, right? So
yeah, of course. But that's the problem of any card game, right? If you have bad draws, you can't do anything really.
I think it's more impactful in games like the Syndicate mirror or like a Siege mirror, where first say has a big advantage. I think that in a lot of other mirrors, like round 1 draws aren't as important because like you're not gonna like push like in an NG mirror. Even if you win round 1, you're not pushing round 2 because you don't care about first say.
Right. Whereas in the Northern Realms deck, you want to have last say. So
First say.
Yeah. Sorry, the first say. So you might want to lose round 1.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
If you're not afraid of a bleed, right?
So you might want to go for the red coin to be able to leave the round without committing anything really, and
so as
defending the bleed.
Yeah, it just depends on the matchup, but yeah, generally speaking. So
yeah, I suppose.
Here we have, as predicted, KAMS goes for NR and Jaime goes ST. KAMS opens with Arbalest, gets Offering, and then KAMS actually plays Onager, interestingly.
Yeah, without any older abilities on board.
Yes, but he knows that Jaime has to commit something to kill this. Well, I mean, Jaime can just play Skirmisher and ping it once with Leader, which is a non-zero commitment. You could also see Jaime just go full Smork and play Zoltan, but no, we don't see that. Yeah. Skirmisher.
No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I think he wants to keep Zoltan to kill the Rivers as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Since you can do 3 points of damage, you can basically kill 2 Rivers in one turn. So
Maybe. This deck also loves to save Zoltan and Oak for a short round 3, and he's gonna want to bleed NR, right? So we see the Skirmisher. Yeah. Well, never mind. Here comes Zoltan.
Okay.
And a Leader charge to clean up the last the new Arbalest. Yeah, you really don't want to give NR any time to set up. So now we see Ildiko count down. This will get COC'd, I bet. Because it's not like you're going to have the best COC targets in this matchup, especially since Mutagen wasn't played and Oniro is available for Heatwave.
Yeah. The only good target for the COC would have been the late Royal Guard, like the last one, but
you don't want to let your opponent have more
oftentimes
than
it's
one
too
Royal
late.
Guard ever anyway. Like, if you're COCing a Royal Guard, you already lost the game, as far as I'm concerned. So we see Reavers come out, Leader Charge is used, and Stratagem is used on the 1-power Reaver. So now there's a 4 and a 6, each with 2 armor. This is very difficult to kill for Jaime. Jaime can do 3 damage from Leader, and he has Oak, so he could commit Oak and take out like one of the Reavers, but that would be kind of that would basically be committing all your removal in round 1, and I don't think he wants to do that. Instead, we see a Scholar come down. He says, okay, if you want more Reavers, you're gonna have to commit a Scout or Iteran or something, because I'm still ahead by enough to be able to pass.
one thing we might consider also is double backup plan, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking
I know
that.
this isn't ideal, but oftentimes, like, if you really need to, you can go for 4 points of damage and 2 elves that can help you kill
Absolutely.
the...
He knows his opponent doesn't have a squirrel. He can just play Armor's Workshop now, and then another Armor's Workshop from Oniro, and it's totally fine, and then use his Simlas for double backup plans. Right now, I think we're seeing Oniro into what? Probably Commander's Horn?
I think it's Maxi.
Oh, it's Maxi, right. So he's drawing Commander's Horn. Yeah, okay. Right, you don't want to play Horn before Maxi anyway, because this Maxi actually adds 2 points to the Horn. We see another Reaver come down. With 3 Reavers on the board not having been answered, I think Jaime knows he's losing this round. So the question is, how does he get out?
Right.
But
he has the potential to kill at least one, and the one that will be clicked. So will he do that? I mean, double backup plan to kill the Rivers seems expensive. Okay, I think he might want to do the horn here.
Yep, that is
has
a big
the
horn.
Best setup. Yeah.
I mean, 1 more gold would have been 1 more point, but that's basically almost max value horn, right? Or
that's right. That's right.
8, 3, 11, and 4. You got a 15-point horn. I think the best possible horn is 16, but that should let him get out. KAMS doesn't want to see that happen, so he's going to play Seltkirk and kill the Maxi. And this will get KAMS ahead. So, yeah, I mean, these players are not messing around. No quarter given, no mercy. I think Jaime's going to have to play Armor's Workshop here on, the 3 left side units, and sacrifice his Cranmer if he wants to win the round. But KAMS can just play another Scout. So maybe Jaime just takes the loss uneven. I don't know. This is a very tricky situation.
I think workshop makes totally fine because the armor will block most of the river's pings, and he even okay. I think he could have I think he could have gone for the workshop here because he didn't even need to use his leader to kill some stuff.
But if you play
now-
workshop here, then you're really gimping your Cranmer. So it's.
I mean,
and then are you
do
still
you?
winning? Like you're not even. If you do that, you're still not winning the round, right? You don't have access to Cranmer, so you play a workshop, then you simless into another workshop, and then what? He could have played simless into double backup plan to try and get ahead,
Yeah.
but I think he decided he would rather not. And now we see Mutagen coming down. Will we see Onira into Heatwave?
There is no verification here, so the only answer is Heatwave indeed. There is no other target for Oniromancy. Like, this is no-brainer, I think.
Yeah. So we see Audra come out.
Ranger.
This will get answered with a backup plan, most likely. We may
Yeah,
also
and-
see a Chariot, but I think backup plan, this is probably your best target.
But you might want to keep backup plan to answer an actual order ability, like Scout or
But those cards get
Arbalest,
sealed.
right?
No one floats a Scout against Precision Strike.
Okay, right.
So
But you might want to kill like the ballistas, for example, or the arbalest.
this is a common thing. People
Most
say
likely.
you don't have to kill the Onager, kill the Order units. There's always more Order
And
units.
then-
And like you let that go for one turn, and suddenly like you're just overwhelmed by the swarm of NR cockroaches, and there's nothing you can do about it. But he's deciding to
Right.
let it go. He plays the Chariot, and KAMS immediately, no hesitation, plays Golden Necker. He says, "I got you. You let my Onager live. This is where you die." He's gonna play
He actually got the River Hunter into Flotsam.
with
What?
Idaran.
With Idaran. Oh, wow.
And then let's count how many points his Onager plays for. That's 1, 2.
Wow. What a high roll, man.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, that is a pretty good roll. But he also had Royal Guards, so he was gonna be fine either way. It's just, and he doesn't get to have the wagon
Yeah, sure.
or the Roach to set it up for round 3. But I think KAMS is still very happy, like you said.
But now the scouts has to be kept out of the control, right? You cannot give him Zeal anymore. So
But I mean, you can with Flotsam, but yeah.
Flotsam does Flotsam give Zeal?
Well, it refreshes the order, so yes, but you lose, like, it's basically you're giving up the first.
The first use of the order.
Yeah. So Jaime is
But
actually
why
cleaning
didn't-
up the Arbalest, and he cleaned up one of the scouts, but one of the Reavers, but it was the wrong Reaver.
Yeah.
So
He missed the one that actually got clicked. That's a misplay, I think, right?
yes. I've lost track of the Onager orders. I was trying to keep track, but then I got distracted.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 or 4 points only. Here.
With 6 zeros in front of it, yes. So here comes a scout. It gets floated, and like you said, here's where a backup plan is used, but backup plan's not enough. Doesn't get the kill, guaranteed. I mean, he might
Yeah.
high roll the middle option. Let's see how skilled Jaime really is. Can he do it with one hand? No, he cannot.
But no, you don't pick the randomness against camps. It's too lucky today.
I
will
mean,
dodge.
again, if he had used the backup plan on that Onager at the beginning of the game,
Yeah, okay, right. I see what you mean. Okay.
it's going. Look,
Yeah.
more points, more points, more points. It's just gonna keep happening. This game is over. KAMS cleans it up. He's gonna 2-0 Jaime. Jaime is gonna play Simless. He's gonna play Cranmer, but that will not. I don't think that will be enough. Because that's 12 and 18, so 30 points Simless will basically get him to even. Cranmer will be 7 plus 10, 17 points. Yeah, he knows it's over. So KAMS goes up 2-0. He gets his NR and his NG through.
He needs to then win the next game with Syndicate.
3 games to win with off the books is plenty of games. That is a deck that if it draws its cards is one of the strongest decks in the game. And like very resilient, very solid, has just a ton of points and a deep bench. And decent consistency too. It's not that high rolly, but even if it was a high rolly deck, 3 shots, you can get it through. So I think KAMS is feeling very good in this spot. The official bracket thing hasn't updated yet, but we know it's 2-0.
And then, what do you think Jaime will bring on blue coin here?
He's got to bring NR.
NR, yeah.
Yeah. Precision Strike loves to be red coin. And you, like... I mean, he has to get all 3 of his decks through, right? And if the Syndicate Mirror ends up being the last game, Jaime will get blue coin with that deck. So, I mean, he could play Syndicate now, but I think NR now is probably better just for the mental. You want to, like, kind of take control of the situation from the start. I wouldn't want to go into Syndicate Mirror down 2 points. I would want to play NR just to get my bearings. And because I think NR should be a win.
Yeah, just like in this very matchup. Sort of. I think Syndicate can keep up in terms of points and engine if the Northern gets the blue coin and the first say also. But that's a lot of ifs, I think. Like, if Northern gets the first say, if he gets the scout on the wagon, if he gets the reverse, etc. That's a lot of ifs, so I don't know. Like, there is a couple of control in Syndicate's list that may suffice, I think.
Yep, as predicted, my streak continues. 6 for 6. We got Jaime picking NR on blue coin, and KAMS, of course. That's like half a point for picking that one right because he was guaranteed to pick Syndicate since it's the only deck he hasn't won with yet. So.
And we see both Open Sesame in hand for KAMS. That's huge. Even with the one Shady Vendor that can bring him a 3rd Open Sesame right off the bat.
Yeah, and more importantly, he has Madame. So the only question I have is, will KAMS commit Madame round 1, or is he just going to play 3 cards, pass, and defend the bleed with Madame? I think defending bleed with Madame is usually what you're supposed to do, but I mean, there's no if KAMS does the other thing, that's what you should do. You should do what KAMS does, not what I think you should do. So he's gonna do the play 3 cards. He plays a poison to thin out his Redanian. He can still play, well, not anymore. Morale is no longer an option. I was gonna say he could play Morale to kill the Arbalest, but he won't be able to do that now. You could, one cheeky use of Wagon is as a Purify. Because
of course,
it transforms it, then you can transform it back. You would lose the 4 points, but Crystal Skull is available, so why bother with Wagon? Will we see an Onager committed?
Used later. I think the Onager is overkill for now. Like, he might want to use.
Well, what do you play instead?
Ballista first, or Ballista, yeah. So he might stack up the orders from the Arbalist.
Instead, he plays the Scout because he knows this SY deck doesn't have Hysteria or any real easy way to do 3 damage other than Shady Vendor. So we're going to see Shady Vendor front row, and he does find Hysteria there. He knows he's got to kill the Scout. It's not so much that he's like trying to win the round necessarily, but I think it's a... for one, it makes it so when Madame is played next round, KOB comes out immediately. But also, like, you kind of want to get some stuff out of NR. You never, like... If you pass at 3 cards against NR when they haven't committed Mutagen or Golden Necker or anything, you might end up like in a very bad round 2 situation. So I think KAMS wants to get some stuff out of Jaime. He just doesn't want to commit anything while doing it. So I guess the next card that KAMS could play here is Oxenford Scholar, or he might just pass.
I think we'll see a pass. Even the guard won't be that useful. Like, you won't play the guard to spend, but you.
Oh.
What do you follow with the Open Sesame? That doesn't.
Wow.
Wait. You spend negatively. Okay, so it's the Ixora instead.
Yeah, I mean the guard would have had to live 1 turn and then the Ixora would come down. But Jaime could have like been rude and killed a Redanian or something. I don't know. Well, we see the Arbalest come down with Onager. This Ixora is not living, so. Onager go Burr. If anyone in chat's been keeping track of the points that Onager played for.
Okay, Serenity is played here.
Wow, so
And
KAMS is
now-
actually committing.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't had like a spender on board, so he's over profited a ton. And I mean, he should click the Seductress at least. No, he didn't because he wanted the Redanian out. Okay, that's
Yeah, right.
fine. He will be able to play Scholar. Like, he still has reach. And this is something I said at the start is against NR. And I say that only because I heard like either Leary or Trusky say it. Which is that you just want to prolong round 1 because you want to shorten round 2 and 3 against NR. Even if it's like not good for you, it's worse for them.
So, by the way, this is not the Oxenford Scholar. This is the Oxenford Guard.
Yeah, my bad.
You keep saying that the do you have like PTSD about the Scholar or?
Well, I just think of them as Oxenford nerds, and you know, if it's Syndicate, it means Guard. If it's something else, it means Scholar. But yeah, no, you're right. I just like when I hear Oxenford, I think of the university, and I don't really think about like armored guards at a university. Yes.
But there is a city just outside the university, you know.
Sure, but they're
with
like
a bank
campus
and all.
police. Like, campus cops don't need armor. They just give out parking tickets. Come on now.
And here we are, Jaime losing 1 point, random ping from the Onager that didn't kill the Serenity. Just as I said, KAMS is very lucky today. Every randomness is in his favor. And yet we see Matas coming up. That gives the Golden Acre here. One shot. Do you want to use your leader to proc? No.
You're ahead by so many points. You're not wasting a leader.
Yeah.
And then KAMS plays his second Sesame. Like, he says, I have reach, and he does. We'll see, because he's, you know, and he stays above 4 coins. Here we see Jaime passing. He opted not to play the wagon. So instead we see Eventide played for KAMS. That's going to be 6 points right there. And then he spends 0. He gets there by margin of 3. And I think, you know, KAMS is happy he did what he wanted to do, which was, you know, get some stuff out of NR and then win the round. He will be giving up I think, card advantage. But in order to play cards like Novigrad, but I think that's okay.
Wow, it drew like gold here. He can actually play the whole thing and try to 2-0, right? Or try to force out Golden Necker and Idaran.
Yeah, I don't know. Without Candle,
I think-
you can't stick anything, right? So you need Candle to protect the defender, and
Yeah.
six, like pushing with 6 cards, or you're not 2-0ing with 6 cards. I don't think. If you don't have Candle, I think he just plays Novigrad, tries to get like maybe Mutagen out of his opponent, and then pass. Yep.
Right, and that's what's happening here.
No, he's
Oh,
gonna
he
play.
plays
He's gonna play defender. Okay.
defender, and that's
Wow.
And Cobb is following here from the deck. Okay.
So I guess that gives him the spender that he needs, since he had played one Shady
I
Vendor
think-
before. But
He's
I mean,
followed by the boat. Look at this. He just went to 3 coins.
yeah, but Jamie's gonna play Golden Necker, and then
Yeah.
like Mutagen is on board. Like I don't know why he didn't take that easy pass. I guess, I mean, you don't want to give NR first save but still, without Candle, this seems a bit risky by KAMS. Then again, he has 3 games to sort this out, so maybe taking risk is okay. We see a second Reaver, and then we see a Battering Ram, which is a 5p card, come from Flotsam, and that ends up boosting all the cards in the deck. Or most, what is there? There are
Well,
5 points. Yeah, there
all
are
the
five
cards in
5ps in the deck, so.
Yeah.
Plus it's an order, like you said. Okay, boat comes down. And Novigrad's gonna get clicked too. Nothing good.
Spender here. Yeah, nothing really good.
He can spend
the-
1 coin with the
keeper
left,
of the flanks.
but yeah, that's what he does. He's-
Oh no, it's even free because he has off the books.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It's tribute 0,
But
which is not good, actually, because you want to spend. Well, he's got KOB, and there's no tall punish, so
Yeah. He could have even gone for the Fire Swarm guy that boosts all the row. Instead.
that wasn't. I think that was the scribe. He'd have to put a range row, and
Yeah.
it gives him coins when he spawns something. Which
No, it was the one that Tribute 3 boosts all the row instead of the adjacent unit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Then. Okay.
But
Instead,
maybe he didn't have enough coins at that
no, he
moment.
had
I
enough
didn't-
coins. He had 6 coins.
He had? Okay.
So, yeah, Jamie ends up playing Decree for Idaran, and that's when KAMS passes. So KAMS just wanted to play Acherontia with a tempo play, and pass to, like, he wanted to get out the Idaran, I guess, but the problem is, Jamie can still play a wagon. Well,
Yeah, and it's
well, hold on,
enough,
hold on.
right?
uh, he has to play the wagon first. Okay, and now he can click the Battering Ram. Because if he had clicked the ram first, he would have blocked space for wagon.
And now we have a short 1-3 with 1 river into the wagon, 1 river scouts, and the war guards. I mean, KAMS won't be able to answer anything quick enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
He doesn't have. Wait, Ixora was used round 1.
yeah.
So KAMS is just planning to poison everything, I guess. But I mean, I actually don't know how he deals with this. He doesn't. That round 2 push was sus, basically. Then again, I don't know that he wins a round. Once he committed Ixora round 1, I think, for whatever reason, KAMS doesn't seem to like the tempo pass line with Syndicate, which is what I see other people do.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, everyone does it except him. Except him.
Yeah, maybe like Lirio or someone can comment in the chat on what they would have done this game if they would have done the same thing as KAMS or not. Because I certainly don't feel qualified to criticize. But we see a poison come down on the Onager. We should see a wagon click, and the only question I have is, do you scout? Interesting. He's not clicking. Okay, he clicks now.
I think you have to scout the rivers here because going tall against poison is not really a good idea, I think. And he got the failed experiment.
Yeah,
Get another poison here. So
yeah, the chance of getting
more
failed
kills.
experiments gone up a little bit since Brawler was removed from the 4P table.
all right, I forgot about that. You're right.
So it's slightly better than it was before. But yeah, we see Scout come down. I think he decides that the round is short enough that Royal Guards are his best bet. And while they do go tall, he can still, like, by the time they're poisoned, he can
Right.
make more of them, I guess, with reinforcements. And what does Roche get? Roche just gets...
Roche can get a Ballista, a Landskenet, or a Selkirk.
Yeah, and like having 4 Reavers instead of 2 wasn't going to change much, right? It's not like if he had Iteran, then maybe...
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean.
Because Reavers need to
But
get to like
it's-
8 to be oppressive, and 4 Reavers is annoying, but that can't
But
even
even
kill
at
them all.
4, you basically kill the trafficker and all of this. So
Well, Candle can have something to say about that.
Yeah,
I mean, compared to how many points these Royal Guards are getting, I don't know. I don't think Reavers would have gotten this many points.
yeah,
So we see Maral come down, gets sufficiently boosted so that it doesn't die to, like, Roche, I guess. And, you know, KAMS also had Sesame still in the graveyard. And he still has another one. Next turn, he'll spend 5 and trigger it. But we see
Yep.
Seltkirk come down. This will get leadered. That's nice. He could have missed the Seltkirk. But since he didn't, Maral's going to die. That's 1 less poison. And actually, that's a big
that's
difference.
one less kill actually. Yeah,
Yeah, which would have been a kill on like a...
Oh,
smart.
the self poison is smart to get the boat out of the graveyard. Yeah, actually,
Well,
good
and he
thinking.
makes it so that...
Get the coins back with the open sesame. Get the perfect 6
Yeah,
coins
won't be enough.
spent on the. Yeah, unfortunately.
He's still down
32 to
31
6 is
points.
free.
So, at least in this game, it seems like contesting round 1 was a mistake. Because it's not like or at least the bleeding round 2 was a mistake. KAMS didn't miss anything. He drew everything,
Yeah.
including Candle. He just wasn't able to take that game. So Jaime starts the comeback attempt. It's now
Ooh, the
2-1.
river sweep.
Yeah, that's the nature of conquest, right? Like, people get 3-0 doesn't mean it was a 3-0 game. It just means that the one key matchup, the one key match where like you were supposed to win one game, you lost that game. Like a 3-0 in Gwent is like a 1-0, honestly, sometimes.
Yeah.
I have to just keep reminding myself because if you look at the scores, they look lopsided sometimes, more so than they really are. So now we have 2-1, but KAMS will be playing Syndicate again. Got the invite for the next game.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, just as you said, like oftentimes you see a lot of river sweep in Gwent because of the conquest format, one player can be stuck with one deck in the wrong coin sequences pattern, and then he just is unfavored throughout the whole rest of the series, right?
Yeah.
So he just loses 3 matches in a row because he doesn't have the right coin against the right deck.
Yeah.
So,
Or he has one deck he needs to go through because the way the bans went, the opponent knows they have to stop that one deck. And if that one deck goes through, then the game is over. So it's like, even though that last game is the one that makes it 3-0, it's really like if it had gone the other way, it would have been a reverse sweep easily. So
Yeah, a throw for the other player. For
exactly.
Sure.
So as predicted, again, we see Precision Strike on red, and that means
Yeah.
if we have a game 5, we'll see a Syndicate mirror. So Precision
With
Strike,
Jaime favored in the mirror because he has the eyes of the tiger on blue.
true, at least that's my theory, but KAMS has been playing Syndicate differently than I'm used to, so
Yeah.
that might change things. I would say blue is a slight favorite because of like 5 extra points, and that's assuming that you draw your stuff and that you get first say. If you don't draw your goals round 2, you can't push, and then you end up wishing you had lost round 1. So a lot of times, like, but blue is still an advantage in that situation because you can decide to pass first, right? If you have enough tempo, you can pass at 7 cards, and then your opponent kind of has to win round 1 even if they don't want to.
Right. And what do you think about the Serenity tempo pass in the mirror? Like, because of the eye of the tiger, Jaime will be able to basically jam Serenity turn 1, right?
I mean, if you do that, your opponent can do the same thing, right? Again, it comes down to draws. So
yeah, but he has to commit like 2 leader charge to, right? To do this.
no, you can play
Serenity turn
Sesame
1.
and then do it. It's not a
Yeah.
big deal. We see COC is used to answer the Street Urchins. The name of the game, I think, in this match is going to be Jaime trying to kill every spender that KAMS has.
Yeah.
So this is the moment where KAMS has to decide if he wants to play Madame or take the loss uneven. Wait. Sorry.
Okay, Jaime.
Sorry, I messed up the players. Jaime.
It's alright. Jaime just used his second Oxenfree guard here.
No, Scholar.
Oh, sorry. This one has a beard. Okay, has a beard. No, wow, he
That's a
cannot
book.
Have a
That's
beard,
what makes him
though.
a scholar.
That's a book. Okay.
Like,
The
just
book and the scroll.
growing a beard doesn't make you smart, as evidenced by my face. So, what I was trying to say, this is the moment KAMS has to decide if he's playing Madame or giving up or taking the loss uneven, and he does play the Madame. So, I just said Jaime.
This might be a very nice and cheap offering, right? He doesn't have that.
Offering doesn't get him ahead though.
Behind.
If you give KAMS the pass, KAMS is happy. You have to play Zoltan here, or something.
Okay, so you have to commit to.
Or like
win
Dao or
even,
something, or leader. Yeah. Here comes Zoltan.
So no Dao because he runs Precision Strike, but.
Oh right.
Yeah, this is not.
I guess he would have had to play like Oak or something. Yeah. He instead just finishes off Madame with a ping from leader, and he's now ahead by 9 points. And this situation for KAMS, like, this is an obvious pass for me, but I've said that about a number of times, and KAMS just says, no, I'm gonna keep playing. He plays Syndicate like he's Magpie. He really should just leave. Like, he has no spender. He's at 9 coins. He dropped Ixora, and then what? You're gonna just like keep clicking Seductors 3 times? Yeah, he passes.
I mean, he could have tried to bait something with the cheap Trafficker here into the Scholar, but just in case, you know.
Lulu's telling me to listen to the accent.
The what?
Lulu is my
accent?
resident French mod, and he's just loving the stream because he's enjoying. He's like, finally some words that are not harsh to listen to. Some melodic speaking. Yes.
Wait. Do we see a King of Beggar in the KAMS hand during
fine.
a bleed?
It's fine. He doesn't care because like he's not playing he's not gonna play his Shady Vendor this round anyway. He wouldn't want to pull out King of Beggars early. He wants King of Beggars to come out when he plays Azar, ideally on the same
but
round.
what if Jaime goes all in this round?
He can.
Like he has a Seamless and Dennis or a Great Hawk. He can go for it, you know? He has a leader too.
Then it's just a spender. KAMS is fine. I'm not worried about KAMS at all. He has both cards. Ixora and Acherontia. He has Decree for Defender. He has Maral as a tall punish for Oak. or for whatever gets Cranmered. And yeah.
Because now we see a Maxi. We know that if the leader is used completely this round, Dennis will be drawn next round, I think, because it will be a 5th card.
Yes.
But the Great Oak at the last card is really bad. But
he's gonna have to. He's gonna shuffle. Well,
you're sure because the two
Oniro
workshop
the Oak.
are
That's
at
true.
the bottom of the, yeah.
Okay.
You know you won't have any breaks later. So
Ixora comes out. He says, if you want this bleed to be successful, you have to heatwave this. Like Jaime doesn't know that KAMS doesn't have like the easy spender in his hand.
yeah.
But he could decree for a Oxenford guard.
Well, he can jam the King of Beggar, as you said. It's a spender, right?
But you,
So-
I mean, you're not. I mean, you don't do that. When you're being bled, if you show your opponent that you're missing King of Beggars, that just makes things bad for you.
After all, I mean, backup plan can be enough to kill Ixora, also, right? Yeah, 2 points of damage is enough with the bomber.
Wow. Wow. That is a very good outcome for Jaime.
Yeah, and it also enables the very big Great Hawk. Just whatever comes, jump something. Ooh, he's gonna show that he has a cob in hand. Oh, not if he's over. Oh, I just got the eavesdrops. What? But how do you? Okay, no, he has Azar Javed on the decree, right?
Well, he's gonna have to play a spender from Decree, I think. No, you're right. Azar gets KOV. Azar gets KOV. Sure.
Yeah, but you still overspend like 3,
Over profit.
3
Yeah.
or even 6, right? Or I don't know.
So this is the moment. Will KOV come out melee row or will it go range row?
And it goes to range row. Ah, this feels so bad. Wait, does that mean that if Jaime heatwave the King of Beggars, KAMS just cannot spend anything here?
Yes, but does
It's a
Jaime know
2-0. I don't think so. But the remaining spenders are only 2 guards and 1 plunderer, so... Well, no, there is a Kendo. And
I
you
mean-
don't want to heatwave before seeing the Kendo, right? What you do? What?
that? Well, it's because Jaime has Simless in hand and Oniro for Cranmer. So it makes sense that he would, because he's basically saying I'm gonna play the Heatwave this round anyway, and everything else is gonna be behind a Scarab, so this is gonna be my best Heatwave regardless. So
What does he play here? Great Oak?
okay, so he's decided to save Simless because he knows he's drawing Cranmer, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is for
So-
there is no enough points without spender.
Yep. So as predicted, everything's going to come down to the Syndicate Mirror in Game 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jaime coming clutch here against the Syndicate list. Wow. And we'll see if the Serenity open play will be like that impactful or not. Like if
Wow.
he
If we even, if
does
the
it.
players even draw. Madame.
right.
So Precision Strike beat Syndicate on red, NR beat Syndicate on
Yeah.
blue, NR beat Precision Strike from blue, and Tucson beat NR from blue. I think like given the decks that were brought, KAMS can be very happy with how they've went. But yeah, like you said, it's all gonna it's all gonna come down to this game 5. And Jaime will have blue coin, which we think is an advantage.
Well, just see. I'm really keen to this last match, like to see the tournament heading in the possible river sweep 3-2. I mean, or like death, not death wish, but like the last stand syndicate from KAMS winning after all of this.
Yeah, or Jaime coming back. Either way, it's a very very compelling story, and it's always good when the finals of a tournament ends in, you know, the final game. It's certain. I mean, yeah, I don't mean to like kill the hype or whatever by saying like this is as expected, but I think this is probably the most fair outcome because like it's going to be decided in the mirror, and it's a skillful mirror, and it's slightly asymmetrical because of the coin, blue versus red, but there's advantages to both sides. I don't think this isn't like, you know, an NR siege mirror where like blue coin wins, right? Or NG mirror where red coin always wins.
Yeah. And yet we see. Oh, KAMS drew both pitches, so he cannot play the
Wait, what?
Serenity here.
Are you in game?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, can you share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Real quick, because it's it's super fast here. Jaime already played the Plunder into one Eternal Fire Disciple. The Archaeontia played right away. What? What's this line?
Yeah, unfortunately, your camera is gonna have to be sacrificed since.
Oh, it's alright.
Have you made your offering?
All for the game. How do you answer that? At 5? Oh yeah, this is the payday, and he finds it.
Wow.
Wow, Jaime coming clutch.
So KAMS just dropped Acherontia turn 1?
Yeah,
That is insane.
and I don't know why. But wow, I think Jaime just stole all the luck, .exe from KAMS.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay, at least KAMS found some open sesame and get his boat out, so there's something. But Jaime does as well, so. Wow, the Archaeontia play was so sketchy here.
Sorry, I'm fixing some production issues.
On the count of 3, we go in. 1, 2.
Like Jaime is winning the round, even without having played Serenity, and KAMS cannot play the second pitches because it will break Serenity for him. So it's kind of stuck with a semi-viable hand, with a lot of bronze card and not really useful card either. Well, he has a Maror and a Trafficker, so he can play something, but here we see the second Shady Vendor finding another open sesame for Jaime. Well, this is his first from the Shady Vendor, since the first Shady Vendor got the payday.
What are the sesames at right now?
Both are okay. So Jaime has 2, at 6, and KAMS has 1 as at 6 too.
Yeah, and KAMS also has an Acherontia in the graveyard. Oh my god. That was
So bad knowing that.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to play Acherontia into Madame, but I don't know.
Yes. No, he couldn't play Madame after the boat because he had 2 pitches in hand.
Oh, okay.
It was completely bricked. So I just
I mean, then you just give up the round, I think. Oh, looks like he really wanted to win round 1, and he got Jaime to pass. Jaime decided to keep
Yeah.
Madame. He figured he would be overcommitting if he played it.
I mean, couldn't he traded back the morale by playing it into another pitches? Like, I think essentially they both used morale in that case. So
Right, but he doesn't know if he's going to get another pass. He doesn't know his opponent's
Yeah, right.
hand, and he got a pass. His opponent doesn't have Acherontia. He doesn't need to win round 1.
wow, and Cham Serenity turn 1 of the bleed.
Yeah,
Right
you
away.
have to. Like, you don't have a choice here.
Yeah.
It's also playing Madame on the bleed is nice because the Seductress boosts when your opponent plays a card, even after you pass, right? So when when KAMS passes in round 2, he'll keep getting points, but Jaime will not. So there is some merit to this. KAMS is at 8 coins. So Urchins would overprofit, but it might still be the best option. Yeah, that's what he's going to take.
And Jamie just used his King of Beggar out of Serenity while KAMS
Is that
has
one?
it, but at 1 coin, yeah, 1 slot.
Right.
But he's in decks waiting to come out of the round 3, I think.
But what tribute does KAMS have left? Just,
Azar Javed and Shady Vendor.
okay, and he doesn't have Decree anymore, whereas Jaime does. So
And he still has the Acherontia.
right,
So,
yeah. So
you know.
what do you play here as Jaime? He has a Sesame in
you-
hand. He has a Scholar. I wonder if
I think you spend and you put 1 poison or Point Sesame, I think.
spend with what, KOB?
Yeah. I mean, no, it's a bit hard. It's a bit dangerous because you don't know how many poison those KAMS have left. So
Yeah. So he played Exora instead because he's like, if I'm gonna spend, like, you have to take this bleed very seriously because you can easily get 2-0 since your opponent got to go first. And KAMS plays the Exora, spends enough to kill his opponent's KOB. I think here we will see a Scholar get played. What are Jaime's? Just for half a second, can you show me Jaime's graveyard?
yeah, sorry.
You're fine. Okay, that's good. So he's at 5. Let's go back to the board. That was a lot
And
longer than half a
both,
second. 6 and 6.
Oh no, you were talking about Jamie. So two opens him at 6,
Yeah.
and KAMS has 1 with at 5.
Yeah.
So
So like Jaime can't get ahead right now. He can't trigger his sesames,
Yeah.
and I think he has to just play a poison and then maybe spend with the Seductress. I don't know. He doesn't have a way to go to a even number of coins. That's his problem. That's what he's struggling with. I would play the Fistic Trafficker, or Morale works too.
he doesn't spend. Can you spend?
You don't want to
times
spend
with
because he's at
Cyclic
5
Force.
now. When KAMS plays a card, he will go to 6
Yeah.
coins. And that's what he wants because he only has the Oxenford Guard. And you have to
Right,
hit 0
yeah, you're
coins and because you're off the books and not line pockets. Okay, So Cam says, I'm happy with this. I got your morale, and he gets
So
out.
now even a fist take suffice, right? Or even open sesame with some spend on this like request.
He doesn't have to spend. You just play Sesame.
Yeah, he doesn't have to spend either. So
You just play Sesame, your Redanian will come back out, and you're happy, I think. Unless you think you need the 6 coins or from Sesame next round, which he doesn't. Yep. So now,
I mean, having
Jaime has
having-
3 Sesames at... Whoa.
That's bad. You one will be lost here.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1 coin instead of 4. But it's, you know, he survived the bleed. Now the
Yeah,
question
This
is,
is fine.
and like he has first say
Ooh.
now, but he doesn't have decree. He does need to draw Azar, and or Candle. So instead he gets another poison. Not the best. He can't mulligan Eventide. Yeah, he mulligans a poison. He gets Azar.
Okay, get Azar. I think that's game here, right? He gets Azar and the boat.
Yeah, neither player
While
draws
KAMS
Candle.
doesn't have anything here.
And this was my biggest frustration when I was playing this deck, is because they don't run bank.
Yeah. Ooh, get the Flight Selectress going. That might come in handy because every card will be at least 1 point here. Well, not every card because there are a lot of spells, but
Yeah.
at least he's a spender, so
The thing is, though, KAMS is going to get KOB out with his Azar, right?
right, yeah,
Wait, does he still have KOB?
yeah, he still does.
Oh, wow, he even gets... Actually, he's going to get out with this. He can tribute this. So he can... both have used Ixora. Where's... Oh, right, KAMS doesn't have a Carontia. Right. But-
No, he used turn run,
Yeah.
wonder one.
So that Novigrad click lets him pull out KOB, and then he gets to play Azar on the road that KOB is at, which means Azar is now protected from poisons. So that's a pretty big deal for KAMS. Now Jaime needs to play a spender and then boat. So he actually goes down to 0 coins because he needs to proc those sesames. They're at 5 now. And yeah. Because Novigrad gives you 1 coin at a time, you have to be very careful about spend. Whereas KAMS has King of Beggars, so he doesn't. He can just spend whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
And KAMS has
Okay,
2
so-
sesames, so it's the same number of sesames essentially for both players, but
Essentially, but KAMS still has 1 in hand, and he might be able to trigger it actually. I
yes, but Jaime has the boat. And he plays the
Yeah.
boat. He's gonna spend will he spend he
I think he spent with the slicer request.
Yeah, but
to
then he
proc
should have
to-
done it 1 click ago so that he got
right.
2 more
get
points from
2
this
additional.
from the guard.
Yeah.
So instead he waits. He says, no, I'm not going to swim with Seductress at all. And that's perfectly fine because it's not like his cards are in danger of dying. And he was getting 1 coin from Novigrad. So now he's going to spend 2. But first he plays
gets
Eventide.
another.
Well, you don't want another guard here. I think you should take the poison. Yeah. You take
But that won't help at all, right?
the poison or...
Yeah.
No, yeah, well, there's a 4 on the front row. But he might not spend it with it because coins is better. So now I think he should leader. He should leader and spend, and then leader and spend. Jaime should.
Yeah, I think.
I guess he can
To-
wait till
to
next
get-
turn, but there's no reason. Well, no, he can't wait till next. How many coins does Trafficker give? It's 3.
It's 3, yeah.
Okay, so he'll use Trafficker on like a Scarab or something.
Wow.
Okay, can we see the?
So I still 1 open sesame will proc now, or at the last turn.
Yeah, I mean both players are gonna proc their sesames. They've been planning for it. Like it's their most important thing. So we see the Trafficker, and then we get a poison with 4
What
coins. This is
poison? Onto
huge.
the Scarab, yeah. Okay, the clicks.
He should 1 more, and he should get his coins. There it is, 9
Yeah.
coins. Now, what will he top deck? That's huge. And also, does he spend?
And that's another poison here.
Which
for
means he-
another 4 points of coins. Wow.
Yes. Will he spend with Seductress? I don't think he should.
I think you have to, right?
No, because he already procced his
No.
Sesames. Like, you'd still be
Yeah, but-
spending 2 coins for 0 points. It's better to get... It's the same. It's the same either way. Same number of points either way. It's very tragic that his Acherontia is at 2 and he has 2 coins,
Yeah.
but that was still 1,000,000 points and there's nothing KAMS can do about it. Basically, KAMS playing both...
Champions win over 30 points
No.
here? I don't think so, right?
He's gonna proc Sesames, but it's not going to be enough because he doesn't have Acherontia.
Wow. Still goes. 16 points here.
Yeah, he's gonna lose
Not
by 8.
enough.
Sorry, by 6.
Wow, only 6. Wow. Jamie get the win.
Yes, Jaime ends up with the reverse sweep, wins the series 3-2. I apologize for the technical difficulties, but as you can see, Jaime is our 2023 Elder Blood Champion of Champions.